Hey everyone, I'm so excited. I have the most important lesson to bring you right now. If you're wanting to make big changes in your life, it's so important that you understand the concept of your mind. And luckily, Dr. Thurman Fleet drew us a picture of what the mind looks like. And we call it the stick figure. So you can see it right here. The mind represents the larger part of the figure. And the reason why is because the mind is the control center for everything. The mind is in every cell of our bodies, and it tells us what we're gonna do. So we have two parts of our mind that I'm gonna explain thoroughly. We have the conscious mind and we have the subconscious mind. Now, scientists, psychologists, and psychiatrists will argue that there's many parts of your mind. And I want to let you know that they're absolutely right. But the two parts that we're going to study to understand your mind in relation to success and why it is that you do the things that you do, or why it is that you don't do the things that you want to do, right? So the conscious mind is the part of the mind that's our thinking mind. This is where all of the data goes inside, from when you are a young child being educated in school, when you are listening to music, when you are in your environment. This is the data coming in, and this is where you filter out your thoughts. And the subconscious mind is your feeling mind. This is the part of your mind where you develop over time an attitude about the things that come into your conscious mind. For example, you see your parents and you see your family and your favorite cousins and your favorite, people at the workplace or a celebrity, and you get a feeling about those people that you see because you see them over and over and over again. And you learn that they love you. You learn that they do certain things for you. This is also the excitement factor, right? If there's something that you really wanted for a long time and you see it come into form, you get so excited to see that, right? You have a feeling about it, okay? And you get to choose your thoughts in your intellectual mind. This is where you're doing the filtering, right? And you may not really totally understand that if this is the first time that you've heard this lesson. Your thoughts become feelings after time, and this is your emotional mind. And the emotional mind is what causes you to do the things that you do or not to do the things that you are not doing, right? And that is what we call your actions. And ultimately, this paints the picture that you see in your environment. This is your results. So the energy that you can collect into your intellectual mind comes from your five senses, from sight, taste, touch, what you smell, and hear. Think about it for a minute. Think about when you associate a smell with a memory, right? You smell it and you love it, and you can smell, let's say you love smelling jasmine. When I was a little girl, I would go to my grandma's house, and she had a big, huge jasmine tree, jasmine bush in front of her house. And I recalled the smell of jasmine. So when I spent some time away from her house and I smelled jasmine again, in my mind, I was drawn back to the front of my grandma's house. And it was a great, great feeling to be able to be brought back there. So this is how you can really relate, the thoughts that come into our mind and how we develop an emotion about it, right? So if you get nothing more out of this presentation and how it relates to what it is that you want, when you set out a goal and when you have focus on your goal, it's so important to understand this. Man becomes what he thinks about, or woman becomes what she thinks about all day long. But I'm here to tell you, it's not as simple as that. You don't get what you want, you get what you feel about what you want. So remember, when you're thinking about your goal, link your mind up to this and get very emotional about your goal and believe it and have faith that it's coming to you, because you don't get what you want. You get what you feel about what you want, because your thoughts become feelings, and those translate into actions, whether you're going to do the things that you need to be doing or you're not going to be doing those things. And that's going to determine your results. So remember, the common denominator of success is that successful people are willing to do the things that failures don't like. Let that sink in for a moment. Successful people are willing to do the things that failures don't like. Now, I didn't say that they liked them. I said that they were willing to do them. So if you're interested in creating a life of your dreams and moving forward, whether that be with money, better relationships, releasing weight, the sky's the limit. You're a creator. You're a co-creator. So this lesson is so important. And if you study and follow Bob Proctor, you'll see that he repeats it. And he says, you've heard this lesson, but you need to hear it again, because we can always take something else out of it. If there's ever something going on in your life that you're just really stuck on, or you're not clear, why am I not able to move on from this? Go through this video again, and you will be well aware. Your consciousness will come to you as to what it is that's going on in the pattern, the flow of your life right now, where you're stuck. And how can you get unstuck? What feeling are you emotionally involved with that's causing your results?